show, The Moment. And today we have a very good special guest. Her name is Rosemary Wong. Later, we will see that how the Lord transformed her from a nobody to a somebody. All right. Okay. Uh, let's hear from herself. Let's give a clap to Rosemary.
Yeah, thank you, and very,
Great.
very happy because I can come to share something because for the inviting from this Joshua. Thank you, Joshua, for very much
Welcome.
for inviting me.
Mhm.
So actually, I'm really a nobody and sitting where I'm living in just this small stage in Ipoh Perak. Okay,
Ipo
so
Mari, yeah.
I'm really nobody
Ipo
because why?
Mari.
Yes, last time for myself I think I'm a very VIP at
Oh,
first. I
okay.
think because why we are trying to become a marketer, we are in the sales line, okay?
Okay.
So we thought that leader should be in that way, okay? So
Wonderful.
leader should have something, okay? When we talk to somebody, then
Mm,
they should listen to us. This is what I thought from that
mm,
time. So I'm from Ipoh. So after that, I have a lot of courses. Then after that, I become like a ironing woman.
wow, wonderful, wonderful.
That time, okay,
Yeah,
in my
excellent.
past, okay.
Mm,
And after that, when I come to know Jesus, totally different. There's a big transformation for myself, and
I see.
especially what I think.
Mm,
From that onwards, I know that what is family, what is important for me.
I see.
Mm.
Okay, maybe we can see this video about Rosemary and what we can learn from her.
Lord, I lift your name on high. Lord, I love to sing your praises. I'm so glad you're in my life. I'm so glad you came to save us.
You came from heaven to earth,
To show the way,
from the earth to the cross,
my debt to pay.
from the cross to the grave,
From the grave to the sky, Lord, I lift your name on high.
Lord, I lift your name on high. Lord, I love to sing your praises. I'm so glad you're in my life. I'm so glad you came to save us. You came from heaven to earth.
Yes, wonderful. All right. Before we start any further, all right, Rosemary, as you say, she's from Ipoh. And how about this show? What is it all about? Yes, this show is about the moment in the person life where he or she is transformed, touched, or healed by God. Tonight, last week, we have someone that is being healed by the Lord. But tonight is a special night because it is where how Rosemary will tell you how she was transformed from a nobody to a somebody and from a worldly person to a godly person. Over to you, Rosemary.
Yeah, thank you very much for Joshua. Really, I have a lot of things to tell everybody. Okay. Last time, what I think which is very very important is money because in this world we must have money to do a lot of things. Family for me, okay, is like hobby for me is just a friend, a partner, or somebody try to build up something. But then for me, if you have money, you can do everything what you want. Okay. Then I'm those lady, everything I will fight for that. This is
I
my
see.
character.
This is your character, huh?
Yes, this is my character. That's
Before
why
you become a believer in Christ.
Yes.
Yeah. All right. Good.
Family is not that important. Money is more
Mm.
important.
Oh, okay. Okay. All right. Continue, Rosemary. Wonderful story.
Yes. So that's why after I get married, it seems like I lost everything because a lot of things totally changed. So many things have been collapsed, especially my business because my marriage make me have a lot of things I get lost myself. So as a very worldly woman, I should have my own career, I have my business and I have everything. And before that, I thought with my husband said yes, we are also entrepreneur, we should be in that way. But after the marriage, totally different. Actually, he's another type of person, he's not my type. Okay, he's not business minded focus. Okay, so after that we are quarrel day and night. That's why I come to know Jesus, because my upline tell me only Jesus can help you, but I don't believe. So every year my uplines will ask me once, and I said, if my heart is without Jesus, then please don't tell me anything. But my marriage get worse to worse, worse to worse.
From
Okay,
worst to worst, huh? Yeah.
yes, from worst to worst. I try to do a lot of things. I try to cope up with all the classes, motivation classes, business classes, and even I go and pray and pray and pray. Indian, Chinese, Buddhist, anything I can pray, I go and pray. But after that, I have no solution at all. But at last, I just put my heart and I talk with my husband. Why not we just try the last? It is Jesus.
Yeah.
Try
There
the
you
last.
are. Rosemary has encountered her moment when when she gave her life to Jesus, and that's how Jesus transformed her life. And that's the beginning, not the end, but the beginning of a transformation life, a life that is full of praise to the Lord, a life that is full of breakthrough. Right? Okay. Continue, Rosemary. What is your what do you call that? Your changing moment, the moment where you got yourself transformed from a old person to a new person.
Okay, the very very important moment is after my husband already passed away. Okay, I become alone, so I think of what I should do. So that time still a long way to go. So after I do a lot of rejection and I refuse that God put in something inside my heart, I totally refuse. But then I never change at all. So I feel very sad, upset for everything. It's just like I move into a depression situation. But after so many things happen, I said to myself, I want to arise, I want to wake up. So I don't want to choose any route anymore, because that time I know that only Jesus can help me. So I decided, I submit to Jesus and I ask Jesus for healing and let me to be alive back to a very energetic Rosemary. But this time I will follow him and not my own style.
Wow.
Okay, that is the starting.
Mm.
So from that almost God put me, there's a idea that I should go for the prayer altar. So I asked Lord, where is the partners for prayer? So certainly it's just like after 1 2 week after this question I throw back to the Lord. My God put me into a company of a few people that is very very funny. Their behavior is very funny because they are really follow and obey God. For myself, I'm not. I just ask God to bless me. If God never do that, I very easily to give up. So I join this group of people and I pray every day. So morning time 6 o'clock we all together and pray. From that onwards I can see every prayer of us, especially those very in the life we really need it. 3 4 of us, okay, we pray together. The spiritual
Yeah.
situation
The Spirit of
totally
God,
different.
move. Yeah. Praise God.
Yes,
Mm.
it moves. You can feel from your own heart. So bit by bit, my character changed. I can see when we all pray together with one topic, the things will come to be true. That is the very very touching moment. So later, this group of 4, it become 10 and more than that. Especially those people always say, I have been believers for a long time, but now I feel I like dry bone. I feel like I sound like dry bone. Then we really pray with our heart and we cry out for the Jesus. And that time this prayer altar we took around 2 years. Then we see a lot of miracles happen, especially the financial. We asked for the rental for so cheap, $300 in Mangunbu. So one by one we can see everything, and the license for the shops. Okay, this all we can say we have no root if by ourselves, but God do us the favor because God like us what we have. So this is the first step prayer altar.
First step, huh? The first step in the life of transformation in Rosemary life. All
Yeah.
right, continue, Rosemary. The moment is coming.
After that, God add in some more thing. He asked me go for a T class, a theology education extension class. So that one also, I have no faith at
idea,
all.
no idea. Huh?
No idea, no faith at all. But my friend asked me to asked me to bring them to somebody and ask for that class. And after that, because of my friend, so I must accompany them. That is the second start. God put me into this Bible class. Let me to know what is all about Jesus, who is the Jesus, and get to acknowledge him more and recognize who is the Jesus. Especially Jesus have his own characters and his attitude. What is that? Because many people ask for prayer, but when we don't recognize our God, we don't know what is the God likes and dislike. Do you think you can get the dream too, or he can reply you with the zero or nothing image from you? You know him? Cannot. That's right. After that, I know more Bible words. I know what is the truth from the Bibles. So I get to put in my faith more and more. That is the second step for me.
Second step. All right.
Yes. Then not just settle, it come to the third step. Okay, because actually a few years we're having a group of ministry of ladies. So with those sisters, but it will be like just event, just go for it for myself. I don't mean anything. I just play because I myself never really put my effort into the ministries which Christian always love to do. Because why? I know nothing about God. I don't really know why the ministries we have to do. Because in my mindset, God is to bless me and uphold me and bring me over, because I feel myself is the victim. Everything for myself is a problem, troublesome. This is my negative thought at first. But step by step, from the prayer altar, from the Bible class, after 2 years, it is from 2019 to 2020 my class. So I used 2 years time. Actually, the first book I already want to give up, but because of my friend all together, I feel like very interesting and really gain some knowledge about the Jesus. I carry on until the second book. I can tell you this theology education extension.
Extension.
Yes, as ascension, it have to be test. Every book you have to be test. So they have 6 books. You must over every test, then only you can carry on with your study. So the first book I really go through it and pass my test. But the second book onwards, I can tell you at the same time MCO start. Okay. At the same time, I don't know what should I do. But this time, my church very funny. Pastor invite me to do some translation from English to Cantonese. For myself, God, whatever you ask me to do, I will just try. You do the toughness, but I do the easiest. So with you, everything can do. So I just put this one into my mindset. So every time I just say, God, with you, everything I can do. So you know that my English is not that fluent. So my understanding is just a simple. So but I just try my best and finish every task, the translation from church. But thanks Lord, so at least in that time also some people is satisfied. I'm sure that some it is not
Yeah.
satisfied because it is not really very clear translation, but at least my Cantonese can really explain to everybody so
Mm.
they all
Can
know
be
what.
conveyed, huh? Can be conveyed to everyone.
Yes,
Yeah,
yes.
praise the Lord, praise the Lord.
So at the same time, every books I have to finish the test. So time is so rushed. At the same time, I have an idea that I I do some online. Why? Because I love to talk. I have a lot of faith when I'm talking, but in Cantonese or Mandarin. For English, I not just start. So I love to talk. I want to tell everybody about my own testimony. So for that the first MCO, I have an idea. Then God push me and push me. I really start up my online program. It is
Mm.
Sima Lockdown. That means little glimpse of my life.
Yeah.
Okay. So thanks Lord. I don't know why there's somebody come and become my follower and supporter. From that onward, I see my relatives and friends and even colleagues, which is long time no see, so far away from me, all come back to the Facebook and we have a relationship back.
Mm.
This is all God done for me. So
Praise
I
the
can
Lord.
see the connection is there. So the things not yet settled. At the same time, day by day, after this, after 2019, okay, it come to 2020. So I already pack up with all so many things I have to do. I have to become I have to with those ladies or sometimes they have problem, then I will try to advise them because this is what I love, because I love to encourage people. Okay, then I do some translation, so I online. So sometimes I even interview some restaurant and cafe which is very famous from my friends, very good food. I love to introduce, love traveling, then I will do all these things. So I love to talk. So this all I will to be done. Why? Because MCO, no one can say next second what do you are alive or you will be dying. That's why I
Okay,
do all this.
Rosemary, good. All right. So let
Yeah,
me summarize what you have said.
that
The Lord transformed her step by step, turning her from a victim to a victor. And
yeah.
she has been given, all right, she's been given grace and she's been given the favor of God. Okay, I give you because of time, I give
Yeah.
you 2 minutes to wrap up the whole thing. Yeah, silakan.
Okay, thank you very much for Joshua. That's why all this process of transform, it is I know nothing, but God asked me to learn, okay? Learn to know him more by Bible study,
Amen.
by prayer altar, which can cry out for help from the Lord, and also with the kaki tangan, which
Mm,
he give me the spiritual partner, which is very important
praise the
because
Lord.
we alone weak enough. We can pray, but sometimes we feel that we are so weak, we cannot get the reply from the Lord. That's why we need kaki tangan, okay, your foot, your everything, okay, your partner, spiritual partner, it is very important. So prayer, then after that, God asked me to be very humble this time. So I share my own very dirty life, worldly life to everyone. I don't mind. So I just follow and obey when God put something inside my mind. So I don't care whether whether I am able to do or not. So this is the way I get transformed. After that, the last, God put me into a system to do know how step by step totally change my concept and my mindset from my mind, because my mind can have very creative worldly ideas, but not from the God. It is, I have to change back my life to Christian life. So what to do? So this system also bring by the Lord from friends, and we gather and we learn and facilitate the class after all. That's all. Then after that, I become today Rosemary.
Wow, you see, a beautiful transformation from the Lord, from a broken heart. God make
Yes.
her a broken heart so that she can come to the Lord. All right. We thank you so much, Rosemary, for today's special guest. And all right, before we wrap up the show, next week we have another special guest. We won't tell you who he is, but he is a wonderful servant of God. Next, have him from him tomorrow, next week. But today, we summarize today, we just say that, Rosemary, you are wonderful because the Lord has fearfully made you and wonderfully made you. All right. Thank you so
And
much, everyone, for today's
And can
show.
you give me 1 second? I
Yeah,
just
sure.
want to announce one thing.
Sure, sure,
And
sure.
because the obedience and follow the Lord's road, and this 2020, I have one something very surprise to me, that I've been chosen to be the president of that group of ministry.
Wow.
Okay, I don't know why
Wonderful.
actually,
Yeah,
but God upgrading me. I
yeah,
just follow.
yeah. God's favor and man's favor in your life, Rosemary. Huh?
Yes,
Thank you
amen.
so much, everyone, that today present in today's show. And we have come to the end of the show. But don't forget, God's timing is really, really everything. And Rosemary's life has proven that from step to step, God has transformed her to be today what she is. Thank you very much, all. And